Hi, this is Nikki and I'm here with this week's energy read. And so what the decks that I use are the Sandra and Taylor Oracle deck, and then the Wisdom of the Oracle for guidance, and also the Golden Path. So I'll go through down the energies. This is for the divine counterparts down here, what they are thinking, feeling and wanting. And then what is the Oracle guidance for them? And it is for us, what we are thinking, feeling, wanting, key things to know on either side. What basically this is what's at the heart of the heart of us both. And then the oracle guidance for us, the oracle guidance for the union as well, which is lovely to see because it is milk and honey and it is the rainbow. And I know that lots of us were seeing rainbows last week, so I really like that this is at the heart of us. And then also the Golden Path guidance, which is the flame of inspiration. So pretty nice. And as well, if you've been following my videos, then I've been sort of led to do divine love letters and channel letters from your divine counterparts, which has totally taken me by surprise. But this reading, again, completely backs up everything that I've been seeing in the letters and have been coming through. So, again, another reason, another piece of the jigsaw puzzle coming together, because I know that lots of people have been saying I was so ready to quit, and then this letter came just at the right time, and it's validated all of the things that I've been thinking for such a long time. And, so that's why it's so lovely. That's why I can see that there is, you always have to realise that your jigsaw piece fits into a massive jigsaw piece, and there really is a divine plan at play to get everyone together into their unions, because I literally had no idea that that was going to happen, but then I was just sort of guided to do it, and now it makes so much sense because I can see because I can see it. I can actually see through all the letters that I've been channeling for people. And it was really funny because I was actually doing them at my mum's house this weekend. And my mum she was in the same room as me. And I was like, you can't talk to me when I'm doing this because, obviously I have to be in the zone to do it. And my mum said to me, Nikki, I never thought that I'd have a daughter that could do this. And she was like, you're like a witch. And then she was like, a white witch, of course, a good witch. But, people would think that you're a witch because she's getting used to the whole, this whole change of tack for me and everything. So it was just quite funny because I was like, yeah, I know, seriously, I didn't think I'd be doing this either. It's quite surreal. And so that's the thing with all of the letters. I mean, so when I was doing them, I was thinking, I actually asked myself, because there is an element of doubt that creeps in, but I think, well, there's no way that I could think of all these things to write. I mean, I've done there's already so many letters. And then just as I was thinking that to myself, the next one that came through said, you're the spaghetti to my bolognese or something, like totally random, right? And I was like, okay, well, there's no way that I would even thought of that. So again, this journey is forever surprising me, but I can absolutely see why I'm being led to do that, because again, it just gives that validation for everything else, especially this, because in all of the letters, it has been this sense of that they're frustrated with themselves, that they can't, that they haven't, that they're still going through stuff, right? Because what they're thinking about is wanting to have everything in place, basically, in order to come to you. And so and this is really reflected in the letters that I've seen. It's about, I want to get things right before I come to you. I want to be in the right place. I know I've messed things up in the past. I don't want to do this with you because you're different, kind of feeling. And this is what they're thinking, because at the heart of them, I can see is this sense of anxiety because they want to come back home, right? They want to have all the doorways open to back to love. And they want to have this sense of storminess inside. They want that to pass, because actually what they're doing is they're opening up themselves more and more to their soul. And so because of that, they're wanting to journey home, right? They're wanting to journey back to the union. And so, you know, again, this is so spot on reflected in the letters, right? All of them have this sense of, I've wanted to be able to tell you how much I love you. I've wanted to be able to tell you this, which has created the anxiety within them, which has created the need to want to go home. But there is but the key thing to that for them in this is this sense of anxiety is because at the moment they're trying to work things out, right? They're trying to work that out because what they need to do though, and the guidance for them is to actually go within, because if you look here, look, this is also the divine mirror of each other, because 24 is your love path at 6. Look at this, their guidance for them is 42. So it's the exact mirror of it. And the guidance is to literally chop wood. And this is, we had this on our side last week. So again, just shows you how much the energies go between you. Because the chopping wood is about doing meditative tasks to allow you to go within, right? Because that's where your spark of inspiration happens. That's where the guidance you get for you to help you on your journey back home comes. And so that's why they're being told, you know, it's really about a time to go within, to let that, you know, the reason why you have anxiety is because you're trying to do it too much in your head, right? To think about all of these, to think of a way back, to think of about how I can, you know, be in the right place, how I can do this. But actually, the journey is to settle into your heart space so you can be guided home. And so how that's reflecting in us is, again, so spot on, because there is this sense in everything is about, I'm thinking, why aren't I in union yet? Why am I still stood in the shadow? When is this going to come for me? Why is it that I still am here, right, on the outside? And this is the point, because this is the element of doubt, right? And this is what I see again all the time, is that in some of the letters, people then say, I wanted to hear about when they were coming, right? So even though they have an amazing letter saying, I'm so in love with you, then the response is, but when? And that's the whole point. The whole point is that they're there right now. You just need to step through the door into the golden light behind, right? So this is why it's saying this is just a mental thing. This is just a mental thing that makes you think that you're not with them, because you are with them. You're already with them in your heart. Because what do I see at the heart of you? It's basically this sense of heart healing, right? Opening the door to spirit. Look at that. This is, again, a perfect mirror, because the union energies is the goddess of the moon and also opening the door to spirit, right? So all of the moon, you know, we've had the eclipse, we've had the, you know, the equinox, I think, is coming. We've had the power of the moon to really shine a light on the soul, essentially. It's clearing away everything else and shining a light on the soul. And so because of that, at the heart of us is this sense of heart